Hi, welcome to Talk Time with Noah. Now, firstly, I'd like to thank all of you that have taken time to watch my videos and those of you that have subscribed. I'm truly humbled that you've taken your time to sort of watch and subscribe. And I ask that please share the videos if you can. Let those people that don't know about it know a bit more about it. That way, it gives us an encouragement to sort of be able to share things that we actually are talking about. Now, firstly, before I start today's topic, I just want to say one thing. I never professed to be the Alexander Bell or Einstein or anything like that, or something like a brain box that knows it all. What I do is basically share with you what things that I've come across is in terms of my experiences and things that I've observed from certain people and sometimes from reading about certain things. Now, that's not to say that you don't know about a lot of these things. And my reason for doing this is basically just to try and ignite that little passion in each and every one of us, myself included, in the sense that by reminding you of certain things that you probably already know, then we can sort of then grow ourselves together, or grow and pass on certain things to people that might need them more than we do. Because more often than not, we tend to ignore certain things that we should be living by, or certain things that should have been the norm for us, or we've gotten discouraged by things that have transpired along the way. As you all know, life throws a lot of things at us, and unfortunately, this life is somewhat difficult, especially in this modern day age where everything is instant and everybody wants the results to happen there and then and immediately. So my basic reason for doing this is to try and inspire you, try and encourage you, and try and see that you and I can grow and grow together. And with that growing, I would hope that then we can also then share with other people that probably need it in that way. So please, I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to preach to you, or I'm trying to sort of give you instruction from my perspective and anything like that. I'm hoping that probably from the vast things that I discussed, you can probably pick out one or two things that might help you in your life, or might be able to just make you rethink the position that you're taking at the time being. Today I want to talk about perseverance. Now, perseverance is doing something despite its difficulty or delay in achieving success in whatever we're doing. Now, how many of us have given up on something? I know I have. Too often we shrug our shoulders and say, I give up. It could be that little gym subscription that you've put through and you stop going to the gym, or you've just stopped doing the exercises that you sort of made a New Year resolution to go on by. It could be that educational qualification that you chose or wanted and have always wanted to do. And then somehow life's taken over and you've sort of given up. It could be a business that you've been trying to set up, and because probably the funds to set up that business are not available, or streams to borrow that money for that business are somewhat difficult or prohibitive. But I say to you, don't give up just yet. Don't give up just yet. You and I have to look at it this way. At a certain point, sometimes we might come across a situation where we think, I should have tried harder. I should have really tried harder. And more often than not, we start to tend to regret. Now, I don't want you to be regretful of what you've done or what you haven't done. Mostly we regret things that we haven't done. So in that light, I ask you to think of perseverance. Perseverance is key. Now, I know some of you will be able to say to me, well, I might as well cut my losses and move on. Now, here's this. Nelson Mandela. Think of Nelson Mandela. He could have cut his losses and then gone to live with his family. But for 27 years, he persevered. For 27 years, he persevered. And where is South Africa today? Because of the sacrifice such people made. I'll give you another example. Walt Disney. Walt Disney took a long time to be able to set up his Disney World and everything like that. Perseverance came through that. And here's another one, Colonel Sanders of the KFC, or Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's another one that persevered despite all the adverse effects of life and everything that threw at him, he persevered. Now, you and I always will find difficulties, be it in a relationship, and sometimes we want to give up. The relationship might be throwing difficulties and problems day in, day out that you don't want to be dealing with. You want to just be living a happy life. But life is not like that, really. Life is not really that. Life throws up things that we have to deal with. We have to persevere. Say, for instance, your child becomes a difficult child. Are you going to give up on your child because that child has become difficult? Or are you going to give up on your dream of owning your own business or building that dream house or having that car you always wanted? Now, perseverance is what you need. Perseverance is something that you need to put in. Perseverance is something that you seriously need to put in. You know, it shows a lot of things. It shows determination, resolve, staying power, purposefulness, firmness of purpose. All those things we learn as we persevere. Now, sometimes it's not going to be easy. Sometimes it's going to be very difficult, extremely difficult. But as we persevere, we can overcome a lot of things. And as we persevere, we start to learn other things that we wouldn't have known before. Now, I just wish to encourage each and every one of you, before you think of giving up, think of putting in an effort. Think hard of what you can do. Think of ways and avenues. Each difficulty has a solution. Each problem has a solution. Look at all those solutions and come up with a thing. That perseverance will help you. That perseverance will help your children. That perseverance might not be directly helping you as you want to see it there and then. It might be in the long term. It might be even your grandchildren that see the fruits of your perseverance. But you have to persevere. Don't just give up that easily. Because think of the people like, whenever you want to give up, I want you to think of people like Nelson Mandela. 27 years. 27 years. I've known people that haven't even reached 27 in their life. They didn't even reach 27. Unfortunately, they died. Now, 27 years is a lifetime for some people. Now, that's perseverance. Colonel Sanders, the KFC man, only succeeded in his late 60s, 70s. That's when his business started to succeed. Now, hold that fruit of what you want, that seed that you've been planting and sowing and cultivating to try and create yourself or build yourself a business. Think of that. Perseverance is paramount. Your perseverance is paramount for you to be able to grow and everything like that. It helps you sort things out. It helps you look at life in a different perspective. And it helps you be able to find solutions to things. Well, I'm honestly going to say sometimes it might be that you might need to have cut your losses. But it might not be that you've cut your losses completely and stopped that dream. You might have to stop, take a step back, and take a different route, going to the same destination that you want to get to. Now, my brothers and sisters, please remember, persevere. Now, if you like what we talk about, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And I thank you so much for those of you that have already been watching and those of you that have sent encouraging messages. Please continue to put comments and please give us the topics that you probably want us to discuss. I'm free to answer any questions that you might have thrown at me. This is an open thing. I speak from the heart. I speak everything from the heart. This is not scripted or anything that way. I always like to speak, unscripted, because this is what I call Nawa's Talk. Nawa's Talk is basically emotive for me, and it comes directly from my heart, and it's a passion that I'd like to share with a lot of people. And I say to you, God bless, take care, and remember, perseverance.